Right, hello folks. Next episode, and we're in very much the home straight now. I made a bit of a cock up right in the very early stages, which you might remember, and I might make a cock up right at the end. There's still potential for it to go wrong. What I'm going to do is these reflections. That's the first one I did in this series. That's the second one. And I'm doing these reflections. So there is potential for them to go wrong. Either for me to put them in the wrong place or just to do them badly. So hopefully I won't. See how we get on, shall we? Out with the white pen. Okay, now I wonder if I can do all of these in one go. I think so. What I should have done, I'm going to do now, is when I get this pen, I've got an old bits of canvas that I just use, just to draw a bit of the acrylic out, so make sure that it's flowing properly. Okay. Oh, it's been a while since I've done. Been a while since I've done these. Now people do. Oh, I'm not going to talk over this because I don't want to. I need to focus. See how much more control a pen gives you than a brush would. Now when people do the reflections, yeah, I'm still not going to talk, sorry, you'll have to forgive me, I'll do talking in a minute. Cool, I'm really over some textured bit of paint here. And you can see that the paint is running out from this pen. It's not come out as thick as I would like, so I'm going to let it dry for a few seconds and then I'm going to go over them again, I think. Now when people do the reflections, you can do a reflection of all sorts of things. I do it like this, and this reflection is obviously it's going to be, that's supposed to be a reflection, I guess, of 4 windows, isn't it? So it's not exactly natural. You think, why would you do a reflection of 4 windows? But it's all about tricking the eye into thinking when your eye sees those, it's when your eyes plural see those, unless you're looking through one eye. So when your eyes see those, as I said before, it compares the signals it's getting in to images it's already seen in the past because it's quicker. And that's how these sort of, I'm going to call it an optical illusion, but that's how it works. And it tells the brain that it's a 3D object, i.e. the drop, sitting on top of a 2D object. That's how they're supposed to work. Now, have I cocked those up? No, not really. They're not quite. That one is a bit crooked. I need to do some more work on those. But apart from that, I think I'm just going to go over the top of them and just thicken them up a bit. Yeah, that's better. They are looking a bit thicker second time over. Do need to order some more of these pens. Right, that one needs to go a bit higher as well. There we go, a bit less lopsided. Some people, when they're doing these reflections, they will do a single light source, perhaps. Well, it's a single light source, but a single reflection. So they'll do a blob, a round blob, for one light source or one line. There's no hard and fast rules. So one of the reasons I like abstract paintings, because you can get away with murder. Because if people say, well, that's gone wrong, that doesn't look right, I'll just say, look, sunshine, it's an abstract painting, be quiet. Okay, this one, because it's so light, to get more definition on these reflections, ideally I would want more black underneath it. But again, the brain will do the work, because the brain is putting together the signals on these ones to tell it that it's a 3D drop on top of a 2D surface. So that means it'll also do it for this one, even though the reflection is lighter there. I mean, that's how it would be lighter in real life. If it were actually 3D drop, it would be lighter in real life. Now this one is giving me a bit of jip, because I've increased the size of that one. I've increased the size of that one, and now that one's looking a bit smaller. And you can be in danger of increasing one too much, then increasing the other. Constantly trying to correct a bit of lopsidedness, and you end up with something that's altogether way too big. Right, and that's still not quite big enough, this one. That looks better. Still not quite right. That looks better. Yes, because it's all about the angles of these. But reflection wise, because it's theoretically a reflection coming through windows, the reflections have got to be a bit straight and the same size. That might be close enough, you know. Let's see how that looks. Now this one, I'm coming behind the camera now. See, it gives the effect, oh yeah, if you hold it at an angle, the brain, when you look at it like that, it looks more 2D, obviously. When you start to tilt it, if your brain is telling you that that is a 3D drop, it does give the effect. So you could ultimately try and paint it like that, so that your brain is getting that angled view. But I sort of like the head-on version. I'm stretching here because I'm behind the camera. So some angles, obviously your brain is telling you, oh no, that's 2D. But then you get to some other angles again and your brain is saying, oh, it's 3D. That's why I like doing these. And that's looking quite 3D again, isn't it? That's looking quite 3D. Yeah, maybe in time I should try and paint it so that it's not that angle, it is that angle. Yeah. Well, I might even take a little picture like that. That works. So I think I'm going to let it dry and then come back to it, and I'll do one more live video, which I think is just about finished. So signing off now for this one, and I'll speak to you again soon.